smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you.
Hello my lovelies, this is simsfel and welcome back to The Sims 4 Vampire Amazon with the Salazar Coven. Lady Clara Dentalopa has been practicing so hard at sparring that she is about to pop. I am very excited. We've all been anticipating this moment for a long time. I know some of you have been wanting Clara to go ahead and have a second child for a long time. Finally, it's here. We are also hoping that she is going to break the curse that has been upon the castle for a long time as well. And I've been saying the same thing over and over again. I'm so sorry, but let's move on, shall we? I'm just really excited. The anticipation for this moment has been killing me. So, let's go ahead and take Lady Clara up to the birthing chamber and see what it is that she will produce. Hopefully a beautiful, wonderful daughter to replace the princess that has been lost. Oh, so sad. I had a look at the submissions you guys sent me. Thank you so much. Of spellcasters and scholars. I have a spellcaster that I have my eye on, and I think I'm going to probably make them enter the castle, accept them as the entry. But I haven't seen a scholar that I'm really seeing with the current coven. So if you guys would please make even more scholars for me, I would really appreciate that. If you want to make spellcasters too, then go ahead. I haven't put the one that I've seen in yet, so you could change my mind. Even if you guys have already submitted something, feel free to submit more, because it's so fun to see what you guys create. And just because I haven't picked any of the submissions for this coven as of yet doesn't mean your submissions aren't good. It's just that I don't picture any of the ones that I've seen so far with how the current coven looks and is working. So, I don't know. Maybe there's something that I feel like we need that we don't currently have. I don't know. Be imaginative. Be as fantastical as you can. But let's get this underway. My goodness, look at, did she just whack herself in the face? I think it was, yeah, I think her water broke, and so she's just like, oh, darn it, I lost my concentration. She is going to be making her way up. It is almost 8 a.m. on Saturday. Genevieve's death rites is supposed to occur today, so depending on how quick we can get this birth done, whether it's a girl or a boy, how we end up doing things afterwards, that may impact whether or not we have time to do Genevieve's death rites in this episode. So there we go. This also means that I may just be picking a submission in the next episode for spellcasters and for scholars. But okay, she's ready. We're gonna have everyone change into your attires so that you can greet this child. If it's indeed a girl, you need to be really well presented in case it is a female child. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. I'm so nervous. Here she goes. Clara's second child. Will she be able to redeem herself with this? Look at that. Her hands are literally going through her stomach. She is touching the child, deep in her core. That is really weird. I don't know why my game has that glitch. I swear, not everyone does. Come on, is it a girl? Oh, no. Why? It's been a boy after a boy after a boy. I didn't even put any females into the game since she got expectant because I was scared it would make her have a boy. But she still had a boy. Seriously, still had a boy. If it's twins or triplets, I would also be happy, you know. Larry, Shane Dentalopa. We'll name him Peyton Dentalopa, why not? Oh, darn it. I'm so upset. I am so upset. Oh my goodness, I was hoping for even twins and triplets. And they won't even let me have twins or triplets. Why? Why? I'm so upset. I am so upset. You guys have been saying, though, some of you suggested that if none of the ladies can produce a boy within the castle, maybe I should get the brood mother to have another child. And, you know what, I was thinking, hey, if push comes to shove, especially because we don't have anyone she has to look after in the creature cradle, I don't think I would overly mind her actually coming into the castle for a bit and trying for another child. Ah, Clara, Clara, Clara. I'm so sorry. I mean, hey, they're producing a lot of boys for the next, like, generation or so, because the boys don't have to die with the monarch, but just look at it. Even Peyton's trying to be a girl. Look at him. He's trying, but it's just not working. It's just not working. Ah, so many sons, so many sons. Let's have a look at her family line. This is Clara's second son. Oh, wow. Benson has aged up, and I didn't even realize. Whoa, Benson. Whoa. Huh. He looks cute, though. Benson looks very attractive. Huh. Very attractive. And Peyton's father was James Goodwin, right? Well, at least we know that Clara's genes have passed on. Kind of like how Ambrosia never had any daughters, but one of her sons ended up being the father to Princess Freya. So she kind of lives on in the coven, even though she didn't directly have any daughters or anything. So it's good to know that Clara's kind of following in those footsteps. Regardless, I am a little bit disappointed, I won't lie. We're going to go ahead, make sure Peyton is sent out to his father. And then I actually think some of the boys that the ladies have aged up, like we saw with Clara's son. So I'm going to check up on everyone else and then prepare for Genevieve's death rites, meaning we'll probably have to move the ladies to Castle Sheba. And I'll see you guys then. So there we go. It's been a long time since we've been at this castle, but everyone has reunited under this roof, with Morgana leading the day. So, for Genevieve's death rites, the queen has brought over her ashes, and she's going to take care of that until Morgana deems it ready to be brought downstairs to the royal crypt. But everyone needs to get started cooking things. Or at least, I think Morgana's the one who usually prepares the feast, the offerings to the fairies. So she needs to prepare 5 dishes, doesn't she? She's not feeling all too well in terms of energy, but hopefully we can deal with that. She's just going to have to keep going, and then maybe she can take a break and get someone else. Who's got good energy? Let's see. Persephone does. Actually, Persephone's energy is the best, so I think Persephone is going to take over the cooking. She is going to start serving the dishes for the offerings. Meanwhile, Morgana is probably going to go down to her mother's lair. Oh, look at this. Don't you guys miss this castle? I miss this castle so much. I was so proud of it, especially the underground, which I built completely. Ah, that was so good. Okay, well, Morgana is going to come into her lair, deep into her garden, and I think she is probably going to get her energy up, rejuvenate a little bit. Actually, maybe she's going to, I think she's going to step into one of these. She's going to vampiric slumber. Yeah, she needs to get her energy up, so she is going to rest up because all of her powers are going to be needed for the ritual that we are going to do. But the queen, I think, is going to spend some time walking around the place and maybe visiting, look at this, the Hall of Portraits to see her mother. So let's go ahead and view this. Does this have a, I don't think it has, no, I was going to say like a mood. Is that what you call it? Like a decor boost? I can't remember what it's called, but something along those lines. She doesn't have that to her photograph, but that's fine. And our kiss is going to go on down, and she is going to visit her mother. I think this is the first time in a long time she's come down here to do this. the last time she came was when her sister Lilith died, her younger sister. So here she goes. Look at Queen Sheba. Oh, I miss her so much. I'm pretty sure we have a portrait of Sheba in our castle, but this was the official portrait of Sheba. And why doesn't it have a frame? A dark wood frame, please. Can we not change this to black? We can. Maybe it was always that shade. Was it? I don't know. We'll keep it to that. That looks nice. But, oh my goodness. I miss Sheba so much. Do you guys miss Sheba? She was awesome. She was a really awesome queen. I think Narcissa at this stage just needs some... I don't think it's feedback, because how can you get that from a ghost unless they visit you? But I think she just needs some reassurance of her bloodline. But while she was actually meditating before Clara gave birth, we got this little notification here, which said, hold on a second. While meditating, Narcissa Salazar found it in her heart to forgive Lady Clara Dantalopa. So there we go. I think that meditation did help her find some inner peace. But Persephone, how are you going? Good. Let's keep cooking up stuff. And we'll start putting the offerings on the tables. Okay. Let's pop this over here. And I don't think I'll force them to eat, because a lot of them don't like eating just human food anyways. These are more offerings for the fairies. So I'll leave it be with the fairies to, eat the offerings we make them. But okay. She's going to continue cooking up food. And Persephone is supposed to be the broodmother. This is a broodmother skill to know how to cook. So I think this would be a good time for her to get all of those skills up. So that's pretty awesome. She's going to continue doing that. And oh look, she wants to be friendly to Genevieve's ghost. But if we come down to the royal crypt and we have a look at the 3 urns that we have currently, we have over here Cassandra Salazar, first princess of the 2nd generation. And she was the first one to pass away. After her, we had Generation 1 Queen Sheba Salazar. So she passed away 2nd. And 3rd, the last death we had was Lady Lilith Salazar, 2nd princess of 2nd generation. And the reason why I have the title for Lady Lilith is to kind of show that she passed away after she became, under her sister's reign. You can tell a lot based on the customs we have and how we do things. For example, it's not Lady Cassandra Salazar, so we know that Cassandra died while she was a princess under her mother's reign. The queen obviously died as queen. And then Lady Lilith, who was Cassandra's younger sister, we know that she passed away during the reign of Queen Narcissa, because she has the title of lady before her name, which the princesses only gain once they're officially part of a new court under a new queen. So there we go. There we go. Okay, you've done that. Let's make some tofu tacos. Why not? Make some of those as well. Let's pop this at the back. I have a slight feeling that this is probably going to take a lot more time. But I don't think you guys will mind, right? I don't think you guys would mind. The queen's just down here taking some time, revisiting all these things, viewing, and I think that's fine. She kind of needs this. Does this have a name? It's untitled. What? No. Queen Sheba Salazar. There we go. In their future, though, I definitely want, whether or not everyone lives in this castle, I still want to fill up the Hall of Portraits, so probably, we also have, I think, a portrait of Narcissa in the new castle, but once she passes away, we'll probably add her portrait down here next to her mother And over time, I do want this to be filled. Even if we don't live in this castle, this is the castle we'll always come to if we need to do like death rites and those sort of things. So I want to make sure that we fill the space out. Yeah, it's kind of like a dream. Okay, it's a vision I had a long time ago when we started playing Generation 1. Persephone, let's get you to make some mac and cheese and probably some grilled cheese as well. I don't think the fairies mind what sort of dishes we prepare, as long as we prepare dishes. Obviously, the better they are, the happier the fairies will be, but that's fine. And if you guys remember why we do it to the fairies, it's because the fairies are supposed to be the aspects of death, and aspects are a personality of the goddess. So essentially, the goddess has different forms, and the fairy is the form she takes when she deals with death, or when she's representing death. So there we go. We have that. Is it me or is she cooking really fast? Maybe I'm just talking really slow. I don't know. Okay, we need one more dish, just one more, grilled cheese, and then I think we will be ready to get everything started. And the way this normally works is that we have the priestess that leads the prayers, and then two of the deceased's closest relatives. So in this case, it'll be Queen Narcissa and Genevieve's younger sister, Princess Freya. They will join Priestess Morgana when she does her prayers and her offerings to the aspects of death. So there we go. We have that's going to happen. Alright, almost done. And all the other ladies, we're probably going to get them to assemble down here, and they have to wait outside the chamber until the prayers are done. And once the prayers are done and we have the once the prayers are done and we have the urn put up on the pedestal, then we'll be ready for everyone to come in and grieve. So Persephone's done. Morgana's feeling a lot better. She's going to come up, and it's no point necessarily in changing their outfits because they're just going to change into their active wear, I'm pretty sure, but that's okay. For the sake of presentation, for the sake of presentation. Okay, Morgana, let's get you to change outfits. Grow your horns, although they're probably going to retract during the ritual. And she's going to start making her way over here. As for the queen, I'll get the queen to put down the urn. Hold on a second. Oh. Well. Let's do BB move objects on. Here we go. There we go. So the aspects of death are looking over Genevieve's ashes. We're going to have Morgana come in and meditate. Once she's inside, then we'll have her summon the princess and the queen, and then they'll follow in after her. Haven't you guys missed these halls? I've missed these halls so much. There's so many memories we made over here, and so many cool stories we cooked up. And I mean, the new castle has awesome stories too, but I look forward to the day where we can return to this castle and live here once more, but maybe in a few generations' time. I don't know. Okay, she's started. We're going to get the queen to join her over here, and the princess to join as well. We haven't seen Freya for a while, so I hope you guys are excited for that. And of course this means that Princess Freya is now the heiress. I wonder how she will have taken the news of her sister's death. I don't think they were that close, from what I remember. Well, relatively, they were kind of close. So obviously the bonds of blood is going to tie them together, and she would feel very upset over that fact. And I wonder how Morgana feels, and Ursula. Obviously they were sent letters and summoned and everything, but I don't think they had it was really sudden and out of nowhere. And next thing they know, Genevieve's passed on. I don't know if the queen is going to pressure Freya as much as she pressured Genevieve. Obviously, she would feel as though her pressure, like there was nothing wrong with her pressure. Or I don't think she would feel as though she put anything unwanted upon Princess Genevieve, because as far as she's aware, or as far as she's concerned, Kennedy was the one that killed the princess. So who knows? It's also interesting because Freya very much has a similar sort of like personality, from what I can see, to Narcissa. But oh, Morgana seems like she is done. Yep, I think she's done her prayers and her rituals, and she's ready to take the urn and place it upon the pedestal. But I was going to say, as far as I'm aware, Freya kind of has the closest personality to Narcissa out of all the princesses that we've had from this generation and the previous generation. So that's kind of cool, but I see a lot of ambrosia in Freya as well. She's got a lot of ambrosia in her. So that's interesting. Anyways, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.